Good evening, good morning, wherever you might be. Thanks for joining me today. Today, I'd like to start with Psalm 23. Uh, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. It's really a beautiful psalm from King David. Um, what I want to talk a little bit about, I think this picture encapsulates it pretty well. I think we're walking through, in my opinion, what I believe to be the world's darkest hour up to this point. I think it's going to get worse, but I think we're looking at the beginning of World War III, the collapse of economic systems, and really God being disappointed with people. And I think us being on the edge of collapse, I've thought to myself from time to time, I'd ask the Lord, Lord, does anything work anymore? Does anything work? Men and women angry at each other, relationships not working, race relations are just not where they could be, poverty and lying and deception, all this darkness just all over the world. I I wonder, does anything work anymore? The media completely compromised. Um, I don't know how we get out of this other than seek the Lord and His goodness. And if we follow after Him, we won't have to walk through. We'll have to walk through the fire, but He'll be with us. And I think that it's our obligation as human beings to make sure that we walk that road with God in our heart, because darkness doesn't last forever, folks, and that's one of the great realizations after reading through the scriptures is, yeah, we go through difficult times, but darkness does not last forever. I would like to say as well that our obligation should be to, keep our eyes on God, because things are about to get really tough, and remember, it's He who provides, and He will defend His people. We have another pestilence coming upon the world, and I think a lot of people aren't going to make it. A lot of house pets even, I don't believe will make it. I think COVID was the first test of a pandemic in the modern world. I think it was designed to be less lethal than what's coming down the pipe. I know that from what I've been reading, we're looking at just hell itself being just unleashed on the world, and God's going to answer. There's just, darkness doesn't last forever, and God will answer. I think that the last thought that I had here is, do people know their own wickedness? Do they realize the way that we talk, the way that we treat others is just, it could be so much better. And I'm guilty of that as well, and that's something I got to work on, but it's tough. We could all do better, but keep your eyes on God. We're about to walk through some fire, and we'll come through the other side unscathed.